I'm now joined by Judge Niall McEvoy, who's the venture partner at Elkstone. The elevator pitch is a very difficult thing to nail when you are a startup or an early stage business. How important is a killer pitch with confidence to match when you are sitting in your judge's chair?
Yeah, Jess, it's super important. You get a very narrow window to capture our attention, to capture the spirit of the problem that you're solving, and to be able to demonstrate why you and your team are the people that are going to be able to solve that problem and execute on a plan. So, failure to execute that killer pitch can really set you back early. So it's important to spend time thinking about that, thinking about what buttons you need to push, what the judges are going to be looking for. I mean, we're going to be looking for team, we're going to be looking for opportunity, we're going to be looking for ability to execute, and why you as against somebody else.
And what about setting the scene for the problem that you're trying to solve? Because there's such a broad spectrum of businesses here pitching today, different things from, med tech to AI to blockchain. Is it important that they articulate clearly what they're looking to do, not only from a business point of view, but also the end user and the problem they're trying to tackle?
I think there's a simplicity required in articulating the problem. I think there can be a tendency with promoters, entrepreneurs sometime to overcomplicate, by introducing, by trying to say too much about the depth of the technology and, the scope of the problem. Or actually, if you can bring it back to really simple, easy to understand problem statement that can resonate with everyone, bearing in mind that everyone on the judging panel will be coming from different backgrounds. When you're talking to investors, they'll be coming from different backgrounds. So being able to make it real for them, even though they might not necessarily live in your space or understand your space in depth at that stage. So yeah, if you can create a sense that that this is a problem being solved that's so significant for the person with the problem, then I think you're on to capturing the attention of your own audience. Whereas if it sounds like a niche that might be that needs to be scratched, but one that somebody can live with, well then so it's finding that thing of making it where demonstrating how the problem you're solving is a must solve rather than a nice to solve.
Yeah, I was walking through the foyer here, and all of the companies, there was a buzz, there was an excitement. They're proud to go into the room and pitch to yourselves. How important is confidence alongside humility at this stage of an entrepreneurial journey?
I think, it's interesting looking at the pitches today. You've got, super confident pitchers, and you've got those that sort of grew into their pitch. And I think the most important thing is that I think that there's a natural feel from the presenter that they're very much on top of their subject matter. So it's interesting because it is a cultural thing, right? I mean, as we look at entrepreneurs from different markets, from different countries, everyone knows that a US entrepreneur coming through the door, it's like they've been trained since they were 2 years old for that moment in terms of the confidence, and whether they believe it or not, they're going to make you hear their story and their belief in it. And I think that's an area I think where across cultural differences, I think you go to the Nordics perhaps, and you get a different style of presentation. But I think for me it's about it has to be natural, and it has to feel like there's real domain expertise in the delivery. That it's not about the show, it's about the content, and it's about helping the judge or the investor to truly understand that you and your team, or you as the entrepreneur, are the people who are going to solve this problem.